What's going on? We're back in Dokkan. New event, as you can see. We're on the second stage. Why are we starting on the second stage instead of the first stage? Well, I want to show you something real quick. Right? This man, Android 20 and Android 19, they absorb key blast attacks. Now, here's the thing. I started theorizing. I started thinking of some theories. I'm like, what if, listen, I got a team, a lot of people transform, a lot of people get higher attack and defense as the rounds go on and on. What if I grinded out Android 19 stage to the point that I got 1 million defense? 1 million defense! Look at that shit, bro. 1 million. And I also got your boy Vegeto's attack stat up to what? 724,446. So we shy of a million. So as you can see, everyone's transformed. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, SSB Rose. You know, it's over. It's fucking over. And Android 21, unfortunately for him, he did not survive the arduous trip. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta right here is an absolute fucking monster and literally one-shot him. So here you go. This is going to be a good example of what the fuck I've been doing. Is this. It's doing the Key Blast attack and getting to the point that listen, why are you super attacking me? Why do you think this is going to do anything? I have 1 million defense. You'd think with 1 million defense, though, you would just start seeing 0. Like, you can't even do damage to me. But yeah, this is really fucking Genjutsu. I put myself in Izanami easily for a good, like, I don't even know how long I've been doing this, honestly, because I fucking started doing this event while I was at work, and then I just, like, listen, I'm in Izanami. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot of Genjutsu going on. My mind is not in the right place. Why? Because I just got out of work. A man that has just found new freedom does not know much to say. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. For me, I've always been in two states of mind, right? One state of mind is when I'm really busy at work. I like to be really busy at work. And the other state of mind is when I want to have fun and just fuck around. I just want to have fun and fuck around. Now, the thing is, the past, like, week and a half, 2 weeks, I had 2 things that nuked me at my job, right? One, not a lot going on. You know, when we're in quarter 3, September, ain't much going on. You know, we're trying to get to the point that we're doing new shit. But really, we are pretty much at the point that we're not really doing much new work. And, you know, it's kind of like a weird time at my job in terms of, like, workload and things to do. So what I'm basically trying to say is I've been playing Dokkan at work during my lunch break. I've also taken, like, you know, maybe 2 10, 20-minute breaks throughout the day just to play around or eat something and take a break and play Dokkan. But even today, there was nothing going on. I'm like, uh-oh, Dokkan coming out. So we did an integration event today. Actually paid attention. You know me, I'm very attentive. I will pay attention. But then after the event around 2 o'clock, dude, I was like struggling to find shit to do. Like, I was just doing random cleanup tasks. I'm like, all right, let's clean this up. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. I guess we'll do this. But it is Friday. And Lord knows your boy has done the bare minimum, and I'm happy to say that. It's bountiful. It's beautiful. Actually, I told one of my friends recently that for my job, basically, my manager was telling me something that he got me a little bit salty. Not super salty, but a little bit salty. He's like, yo, dude, listen. Because right now it's mid-year reviews, and I've been putting in OD work. Don't count today. Today, light work today. But I've been putting in OD work, and my manager said something to me that I was like, fuck, what the fuck? Because I'm young, I'm dumb, I'm full of retardation. And he was like, hey, man, you know, how you doing? Mid-year, you know, you've been doing good, putting in work, da-da-da. But my question is, how do you feel about your salary? How do you feel with the money you make? And, like, here's the thing, right? It's difficult for me to determine, like, what to say because all I know is broke. All I know is broke. I've been broke. I've been struggling. I don't know what life is. So the money I'm making right now, I'm like, isn't this the ceiling? 2 years in, isn't this the ceiling? It's not. I need more money. I need that money to pay my bills. So my manager's like, listen, because I told him, like, you know what, I'm happy, gradual increase, blah, blah, blah. The bullshit answer. That's the thing, too. Like, I'm still so new. I don't know the fucking politics that are involved. Like, I don't know if I told him, like, listen, I want more money, and then he'd just turn around and go, listen, stupid, this is what you've been doing. I see you on your phone. You don't deserve this money. But he basically mentioned that he was like, listen, you're getting paid pretty good, but you're on the lower end compared to the other developers. You're not underpaid, but you're on the lower side of the spectrum. I'm gonna try to move you towards the middle, maybe even upper. And I'm like, all right, bro, that sounds good to me. And he's like, I'm gonna try to get that conversation going. That way, towards the end of the year, we can do this. So, for me personally, I've already made up in my mind, kind of, to myself. I like my job a lot, but I commute a fucking 40 minutes when there's no traffic, 45 minutes on average, 50 minutes to an hour if there's traffic. If my job is going to get to the point where they start fucking around and they're like, listen, we'd love to give you a raise, but this, that, the third, we start fucking having stories and shit. I think I'll just hit the dips, honestly, because my energy is like, I hate fucking bargaining for shit, and I hate, like, when I go to buy a car, I barely bargain for my shit, because I just, like, I told my dad, a place, let's get the deal. Like, I just don't want to fucking waste time and energy on that shit. So for my job, like, I feel like if I'm going to, say, for example, say this mid-year review, right? Let's just say I get a pay increase of, like, $3,000. $3,000, dog shit. Dog shit, $3,000. $3,000's pretty good, but in the scope of a year, dog shit. So if I look at that and I see $3,000, I'm gonna be like, yo, there's some fucking problems right now. There's some problems. I don't like the fact that I'm looking at $3,000 at the moment. Shit, I really want to get a super attack with that. With what do you call it? I mean, the Dokkan attack with this Gogeta, but I can't. I can only. Fuck. Shit. How much is this guy's defense? 848,000. Alright. I guess I'll do this, because fuck it, why not? Loki Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, his defense is ass, but, he out here dodging. I respect him. I'll keep him on rotation, because he is Gogeta, and he does have guaranteed crits, unlike Rose. Rose is, like, probability still. And I think I might actually swap out the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegito for Rose. The damage output's not going to be the same, but Rose looks really cool. So that's my thought process. But yeah, like I was saying, in terms of my job, I really hate haggling, and I really hate, like, going through that bullshit. So if my job starts draining me and making me, like, fight for a decent raise, especially for all the shit I do, like, I'm a good worker. I put in that work. Not because I'm addicted to hard work. Well, you know what? Here's the thing, right? I have low self-esteem. Okay, let's just put that on the table. Self-esteem on 0, right? But I do a great job and I'm a hard worker. Now, these are not things that I aspire to be. I don't wake up in the morning going, let's get this fucking rise and grind. I want to fucking be a hard earner. I'm a lazy piece of shit. But at work and in other endeavors, I actually put in work and do what I'm supposed to do, which is a little mind-boggling for me, but at the end of the day, sometimes your actions speak louder than words, and although I feel like a lazy piece of shit, believe it or not, I actually put in work. So for me, I feel like I do actually, go above and beyond what I'm supposed to do in my job, and for them to, let's just say, give me like a, 5% raise, at the midpoint, is kind of like a slap in the face to a degree, especially when this is the thing, like, I'm new, right, to the job force, so last year, for the mid-year last year, I got a promotion, I got a raise. I got about an 18% raise increase, which is significant, but apparently it's still, my salary is still pretty fucking low. It's probably because I came in lower, because again, I don't like haggling, I don't like fucking arguing. They offered me the money, they said the money, and I'm like, all right, bet, whatever, I don't give a fuck. So, maybe I'm an asshole for doing that. Maybe I'd be making more money right now. But I really, again, the self-esteem is too low. Just fucking don't bother me. Don't judge me. I really can't take criticism. But yeah, like I was saying, um, I got a 17% raise, just about. Of course, this guy takes the brunt of the force. And I basically, was making that guap, that guala. And then last year, I got about like a 12% raise at the end of the year. And then I also got a bonus. So I basically got a bonus. I got like a salary increase based off the work I do. And then I also got like a individual contributor award, and which was like I think $2,000 or $3,000, something like that. After taxes was a measly 1,500 low key, not low key. That's what the fuck it was after taxes. So what I'm trying to say is, last year I put in work. This year, I somehow put in more work. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I put in super fucking work, dude. Gogeta coming through. So if I were to get a raise that is like baby, then in my mind, what that's telling me is that my job is in Izanami, basically, and that they don't value the hard work. Because I'm going to be honest, like my job when I first started there, my manager was in fucking, this guy is going to leave jutsu. Like my manager would always ask me, he's like, are you happy? Do you like it? Do you blah blah? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, you didn't make a mistake yet, right? You don't want to leave, right? And I'm like, no, I mean, I've been here for 2 years, and a lot of, like, developers in general, they usually stay at a company for, like, a year and a half, hit the dips, get a better job, because you do get paid more if you leave. I probably could get a better paying job if I were to leave, but I like my job. I like going there. I don't, again, it's not to sound like I'm the fucking antithesis of ambition, but I don't really want to jump around and job hop. And so far, the raises have been good, you know what I mean? If it's 15% raise every time I get a raise, that's pretty fucking good. But that, again, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, last time I had a different manager who was kind of like on top of things. And to be honest, right now I feel like the manager I have right now is about, he's just not on shit. You know what I mean? Like even for like this review this year, he's like, fill out this paper, do this, do that. And I filled it out, and then he never approved one part of it. And I'm like, bro, like, you gonna fucking approve this shit? I ended up messaging him, and I messaged another manager. But, like, I don't like that, because my other two managers were, like, on top of shit. Like, they were telling me, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? You know what I mean? Like, they were on top of shit. Meanwhile, this guy, he ain't really on top of shit. He's like, I gotta play catch up with him. He's a great guy. He's a nice guy. But, I don't go to fucking work to have fun and be with nice people. That's another thing, like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but, like, I don't go to work. I didn't get hired because I'm nice. I didn't get hired because, they like me. I got hired because I fucking came in. I did the work. I put in work. And I expect the same back because, it's just all about professionalism. And I think my manager, like, he's on the Mong side of things. Like, he's a nice guy, again, and he is he's professional. He's a good worker, but I've noticed him slip a couple times in things where he just fucking goes into genjutsu sometimes, where he's like, for example, we had an issue with customers, and someone's like, hey, can you message the customers and be like, hey, we're working on this, it'll be done, da da da. And he's like, yeah, got you, sure. And then the next day, a customer called and complained to the business, and he didn't call them and say anything. And then we're like, did you call? Did you do what you said you're gonna do? Oh, I forgot to do that. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that genjutsu, it's that fucking Izanami where, like, I almost, it's not that I don't trust him, but it's like, dude, like, why the fuck, like, why are you in Izanami to the point that I have to now worry about that? And that's the thing, I don't like worrying. Like, I want to know that if I'm doing work, it's recognized. I don't have to worry about, like, dude, like I said, low self-esteem game, on fleek. I fucking, every time I have a review, I write a goddamn fucking thesis statement, an essay. No joke, my mid-year review last year was like a page and a half. The mid-year is a little lighter than the final one. And then last year, the end, I wrote at least 3 pages of what the fuck I did that year. Because, again, I'm new to the workforce. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I don't know, like, if I don't say something, do people take notice of it? I don't know. Do fucking my manager going to bring it up? I can't trust that. Even when I had, like, an amazing manager, I didn't really, trust that and be like, yeah, definitely I'll be able to do that, da, da, da. It was more so a point of, of making sure that, nothing gets screwed up. And here's the interesting thing about this Gohan. I could transform right now, but I'm not going to, because I'll lose my 1 zillion fucking defense, right? Like, if I transform right now, his defense mechanic changes, and I'm going to lose that defense, right? Let's see. I'm going to transform, and this will be a test to see if will my defense stay 1 million? Probably not. It's probably not going to stay 1 million. But hey, at least we got a transformation, right? That looks cool, right? So let's say Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and what is your defense? Your defense is probably going to be like 100k maybe. It is 521,447. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, you know what? Okay, now I know what it is. It's, you don't lose your defense, but because the way the defense is calculated changes, it looks like I lost my defense. So, like, he builds attack and defense based off orbs and shit. So now it's, okay, alright. So that actually makes me a little bit happier in transforming. Granted, I don't have as much of a defense buff, but 500k defense, I think 500k might still be pretty good, right? I'd think so. Yeah, so that's kind of things I have on my mind, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about money. I could care less about money. You know what I mean? Like, I've been broke all my fucking life to the point that what the fuck do I have to gain? Like, I have nothing. I already had nothing. So if for some reason I lose everything and have nothing again, like, that's just par for the course. Let's see. You know what I mean? Like, it's basically me saying that I've always had nothing. So now going back to nothing, we basically back at square one is what I'm trying to get at. But even so, it's something to worry about in terms of, I don't care not having money, but at the same time, like, I never had money and it's always been stressful, and that's something that was always a pain point for my parents growing up, and that's something that they always, like, would fight about and complain about. But my dad figured out a way out of that. They talked it out, and, they hashed out their differences. Oh, never mind. My man's hit the dips real quick and got a different bitch. Oh, my God, dude. You know what's crazy? It's been almost 2 years from November 2017 that my parents got divorced, and they still go into fucking genjutsu about their divorce and, like, how salty they are and how everyone's, like, fucking at the wrong. By the way, hold up. Let's watch this HP regain. HP regain on fleek. And they still, like, get super fucking salty and they get super fucking chatty, and it's like, dude, like, please, for the love of God, can you just shut the fuck up? Like, it's crazy how 2 years have gone past. I want to get over it. I want to stop listening to the bullshit. But my parents still want to fight. They still want to live in the past. And it's whatever, dude. I'm over it at this point. It's been 2 fucking years. I'd say after the first year, I finally came to the realization that pretty much no matter what I do, my parents are just, like, fucked in the head. So much so that it's not worth it to complain, cry, and drain. By the way, is this a 3 million attack stat? Probably 3 million, right? 3 million. 39,52422. 39. That's either 39 million or 3 million. Probably 3 million. Should I keep Rose? Should I keep him? I think I'm going to keep Mr. Vegito because he has pretty damn good defense. And as much as I like Rose, damage just ain't the same, brother. Damage just ain't the same. But, yeah, other than that, today is Friday, end of the week, end of a saga. We are here, home, new Dokkan event. Of course, Dokkan drops an event when I'm at work, but it's alright. You know what I mean? We got to play it. We got to fuck around with it. You know what I mean? So, it ain't the end of the world. So, it's great. And I gotta say, shout out to the UFC. Last week, I actually went by a friend's house to watch the new UFC fight, but unfortunately for me, we couldn't watch it until it was like, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock at night. And that shit came on at 2 p.m. and we're like, listen, we'll just watch the rebroadcast, right? They'll just show it again, right? That's what's gonna end up happening. Wrong, dude. That fucking, like, we wanted to watch it and just, like, just see what the fuck was going on with the fight. Dude, that shit was not able to be found. What's hilarious is that in the past, We've watched the stream like on some illegal stream scheme shit, or we have what do you call it? Just watched it, paying for it the live stream. And this time we're like, listen, it's after the fact, the event's over, da da da. That's a beautiful end screen. Da da da. This, that, the third. We actually wanted to watch it and could not find it anywhere, dude. I still did not watch Khabib beat the shit out of Dustin Poirier. That's some bullshit, man. But that is the event. We got it spent. It's a dumb deal. It's a done deal. I definitely would say the Kamehameha team is fucking ridiculously OP, especially for this. I mean, if you're as autistic as I, where you spend a million years just sitting there fucking grinding your defense to 1 million, I'd imagine this event is pretty easy too. But I actually, with first run through with this, I brought a similar setup, except instead of SSB, I brought Int UI Goku. And it was pretty damn easy, bro. This team is low-key fucking god tier, dude. And like I said, as the turns go on, as time ticks, transformations occur, defense goes up. This is basically the quintessential god tier team. But that is pretty much it. As you can see, we got 115 stones. Yo, where that new LR banner at? Where the new LR banner at? Where at? Oh, you know what? Look at that. A multi-summon's available. You know what? I'll do one proper multi-summon on the ticket summon. And we'll see where that leaves us. I gotta say, this event has been really... Wait a second. Hold up. Wait a moment. Wait one fucking second. I was about to complain. That they did not update the friend point summon. But did they update the friend point summon? SR Game 1 and 2, Herculean. Nah, I don't think they upgraded it. I know in the past, like for certain special events, they upgraded the event. They had a new LR, or you had a chance of getting Grand Kais, or you had the chance of doing like some crazy shit. But unfortunately, it seems like to me, haven't really changed much of anything for a long time. At least when it comes to the friend point shit. Yo, break that screen. Break it down. So we're at least guaranteed an SSR. What SSR? I don't know. Tech Kid Boo. Not too bad. I actually have 4 copies of that guy, so low key, bro. We just got a rainbow. Ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. Last ticket summon. The last hoorah. The last installment of that. I'm done with you, bro. I'm sorry. We tried. We tried, but it just didn't work out. But that is pretty much it. There is really nothing left to say other than I'm going to have to go back to grind that Super Battle Road, bro. Back to the lab again. Back